Hello. I am practicing with my gimbal today and trying to figure out how it works because my husband got it for me last year and I used it a few times and then we lost the clamp for my phone, and so I haven't used it in a long time, and now I'm trying to remember how it works. So let's see. I can't remember. I just even watched a video on this. Okay, this just follows. Okay. So now I want it to follow me. So if I move, it kind of follows me. Okay. So today, what I'm going to show you is I wanted to talk through some of these bonnets. So I have a bonnet and then a hood that's a little bit bigger, and I've had people ask about a tutorial for the oversized hood, and I only have the one tutorial where I make the bonnet, but the good news is that you can make them both with the same tutorial. You just have to change the number of stitches. So I'm going to talk through that, what the differences are, and how you can make your own. I should also say that I have finally ordered a microphone because my husband pulled up one of my videos when he was watching YouTube the other day, and he was appalled that my sound was so bad. So I think because I used to do so much voiceover, and that was kind of like my primary source of like speaking into the camera, that it worked really well just like with my AirPods. And then now that I'm doing more just like talking as I'm creating or like talking to the camera, it definitely doesn't pick up as well. So I did order one of those, so hopefully that will get here soon, and then I can practice using that too. Okay, so here are the two different hood styles. This is the bonnet where it's smaller, and then the oversized hood where it's bigger. And then I did different ties at the bottom here, which I talked through in my tutorial as well, which is really just like a personal preference. So for the smaller bonnet one, where I have the full tutorial, my hair's clipped up, so it's kind of hard to get it all the way down, but I made it basically where it would fit snugly around my head, and then I used just one strand here for tying because I wanted it to be like a little more delicate and dainty looking. So this could be used for either that style of fit for an adult, or if you have a kiddo and you want to make one, because this is on the smaller side. And then this one, which is bigger, and you can see is open in the front like this because I didn't connect the ties, and I just made chains to make these so that you can tie it however you want. So this could be if you just want an oversized look, or if you have a larger head. And really the only difference between these sizes is that for the first foundation chain, I started with 16 on the smaller one, and I started with 20 on this one. So you can see how that makes the face framing a different size. So really when you make it, you kind of can like test it on your head, pull it just a little bit and see how does it fit. Does it fit snugly, or does it fit more where it's bigger and it'll be looser? And then the other difference is the number of rows of my knit stitch. So on this one I did 6, and so that's what makes this depth, the part that goes around your head. And then this one has 7. So there's only one more row on this one, if I'm remembering correctly. I believe there's only one more row. But that coupled with the longer beginning makes it that much bigger. So if you're wanting even a bigger size, then you can either start with an even longer chain, which would make that opening around your head bigger, or if you need more depth, either for the size of your head, for the style that you're looking for, or if you just have a lot of hair that you need to cover up, then that's where you would add extra rows. So you could do 8 or 9, and that's where it would make it bigger, like around your head space. And then if you want to go smaller, obviously you would start with a smaller amount. So if you wanted to make a really tiny one, maybe you start with 12 of the foundation chain, and then you may still need these 6 rows, just depending on the depth of the head that you're trying to fit, or you could go down to 4 or 5. So that's really the basics of the sizing for the bonnet and the hood. And then for the strand, so on my bonnet, which you'll find in my tutorial, I just used 1 strand, and then I basically looped them through each side just so that it was connected here. So then when I pull on it, it's gonna cinch that bonnet underneath my chin, and then I can tie it. So that was a preference. And then this one being open, I made a chain, which is just like the foundation chain that you make at the beginning. And I believe on one of them, I left like a long strand when I was done and then made it. I honestly don't remember for sure, but you can totally add these at the end, which is what I would recommend doing, so that you aren't working with like this extremely long chain the whole time that you're working. I would just make the hooded part and then add these afterwards. And then you also can like try it on and see how long do you want these to be. Do you want like a really small one that you just like tie once? Do you want a really long one? Or do you want to add like where I've seen on some other channels, like where they have one where you add the scarf to it, which you totally could do. And I have a separate tutorial on how to make a scarf. I think I actually have 2 different tutorials, one for hand knitting and one for hand crochet. But I don't have one that shows how to connect that, but I believe that Be Cozy does have one for that if you're looking for that style. So those are kind of the major differences. And let me know if you have any questions or specific things that you're struggling with this pattern. It does start off with a little bit of hand crochet, and then it transitions to hand knitting. So if you've only done one or the other, then it might be a little bit of a learning curve, but I intentionally made this a very simple pattern, and so it's kind of, you just like make it and then connect it, and that's it. So I hope that you guys are enjoying these. Again, my name is Jessica with Stay Cozy Creative Co. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you can do so now. I have a ton of free tutorials on there for hand knitting and hand crochet, both with this chenille yarn and then also with tube yarn. So I have a variety of things on my channel, and my goal is just to support you in your own creative journey and just cheer you on and be here to help. So again, if you have questions, put them in the comments. I will do my best to answer those. So until next time, stay cozy, creative, and kind. So before I even was done editing that video, my new microphone showed up. And so this is just a little preview of what's to come in my future videos. Thanks again for watching.